Hello and welcome back to another CookeryCam, and this evening I'm going to cook tea smoked duck breast and I'm going to do that with stir fried vegetables and noodles. So first things first is to smoke the duck breast. So there are two lovely duck breasts, and as you can see I've scored the skin roughly in a lattice pattern. I'm not the best in the world with a knife, but you get the idea. And then over here we have 50 grams each of rice. I'm using basmati, you can use long grain. 50 grams of muscovado sugar, again you can use light or dark, I'm using dark here, and 50 grams of jasmine Earl Grey tea. You can use whichever tea you like, but I like jasmine and I like Earl Grey, so that's what I'm using. And then over here we have some sesame oil, and as you can see a pastry brush, and then later on we're going to need some teriyaki sauce and some hoisin sauce, but not just yet. So the first thing I'm going to do is brush the duck breasts skin side with the sesame oil, and then as you can see over here we've got a wok which has got some silver foil in the bottom, very important because we're going to mix the rice and the tea and the sugar together, spread it in the bottom there. We're then going to put over it a rack that, as you can see, fits in the wok. So tea into the wok, then the rack, then the duck breasts onto the rack, and then we're going to turn the heat up, and when the mixture starts to smoke, we're going to put the lid on. That's the lid over there. We're going to then leave it to smoke for 10 minutes. We're going to turn off the heat, and we will then leave it to cool down for 5 minutes. And it's important that while it's smoking, you don't look inside. So sesame oil onto the duck, mix up that lot and put it in the bottom of the wok, and then I'll come back and see you in a minute. So as you can see, the gas is on. The mixture is just starting to smoke. The duck breasts are... Sorry, not sure what happened there. The duck breasts are on the rack, skin side up. And I'm just going to give that another few seconds. You can see the smoke starting to come off the mixture at the bottom of the wok. So I will put the lid on. Try and make it as tight a fit as possible. And now I'm going to leave that for 10 minutes on the heat. And then I'm going to turn the heat off without removing the lid. And I give it another 5 minutes, so 15 minutes in total. 10 minutes with heat, 5 minutes without. And as I say, it's important not to peek under the lid while it's cooking because you'll let the steam out, the smoke out. So I'll see you in 15 minutes. So 5 minutes ago I turned the heat off, and we now lift the lid, and as you can see there's still a few remnants of the smoke. And you can see hopefully that those duck breasts are now nice and smoked. So what I'm going to do is leave those. I mean, they will sit quite happily in the fridge for a day or maybe even 2 days before you actually cook them. I'm not going to wait quite that long. So what you do now is, when you're ready to cook them, you turn them upside down, so skin side down. You paint the flesh side with hoisin sauce, and you roast in a hot oven for about 20 minutes, draining off the fat as you go. So that's what I'm going to do starting in about 10 or 15 minutes, so I'll come back then, and I'm going to have it with stir-fried veg and noodles, so I'll see you in a while. Okay, so there are the duck breasts, and they've cooled down completely now, and there is a mix of hoisin and teriyaki, and there is an oven-proof frying pan. So what I'm going to do is put the duck breast fillets skin side down in there over a heat. Cook them for 1-2 minutes so the skin starts to crisp up. Then turn them over so the skin side up. And then brush the fillet side with the hoisin and teriyaki mixture. And then put the fillet side down and then in the oven for 15-20 minutes. While I'm doing that, I'm going to cook some vegetables. So I'll get that going. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so as you can see there, happily sizzling away there. I've got some water boiling or nearly boiling for the noodles. And then over here I've chopped some ginger, chilli, garlic, spring onions. You can't get very far with Chinese cookery unless you've got those. And I'm just going to cook them very simply with some shiitake mushrooms and some sugar snaps. And then I'll stir in the noodles, add a tablespoonful or two more of the hoisin sauce, and then job done. So I'm going to give those another 30 seconds or a minute, turn them over so it's now fillet side down. Pour off on the excess fat, and then into the oven for 15-20 minutes, during which time I cook the stir fry, and I'll show you it when it's all done and plated up. So just a small interstitial here. As you can see, the shiitake mushrooms and the sugar snaps are on. I haven't actually put in yet the garlic, the chilli, the ginger and the spring onions. I know a lot of Chinese chefs put that in first, but I find it tends to burn. It's my kitchen, I do things my way, but I will put them in a second. We've got some noodles cooking over there, they're very nearly done. And as you can see in the oven, those are the duck breasts in there, and they're about 5 minutes away. So it will all come together in about 5 minutes hopefully, and I'll show you when it's plated up. See you soon. So there we are. I fried the vegetables, added the ginger, garlic, chilli, spring onions, added some oyster sauce, stirred it all together, plated it up, put the duck on top. There it is, and I hope it tastes as good as it looks. I'm sure it does. I'm going to go and eat it now. I'll let you know. Enjoy.